What's going on, YouTube? The AlphonZeus Team Gradelock here with Henry, Daddy Rico, and Mama John. This is going to be a kind of thank you video for reaching 3,000 subscribers, which, Jesus, we've had this channel.
We did it!
Yeah.
We did it!
We did it. We never thought this day would come, to be honest.
Yeah, right? 8 years. 8 years since we made it, and now it's just reaching a milestone like this. This is awesome. Like, we appreciate all the views, comments, support. You guys are awesome, and thank you for supporting the channel for eight years and counting. My word.
Jeez,
Wow, that is a long time.
Yeah. So I guess this thank you video is going to take a little bit of. We're probably going to do a podcast style form because we put up an outline. So for the new subscribers, we're going to talk about the history of Team Gradelock and who were we before when we formed in 2012. And then we're also going to be talking about the content, so the types of content that we do for the channel. And then also, finally, we're going to talk about some future content that you guys will be talking about in the future. So I guess I will start off with the Gradelock history. So the origin of Team Gradelock, we weren't actually called Team Gradelock before. We were called Team Iron Man, and we formed in the spring of 2012, and I am the remaining sole member from the original team. So we had Darnell Mack, Rowan Gordon, Gary Hernandez, Anthony Vasquez, Josh Pexon, and myself. And we formed because we kind of felt burnt out from playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And from there, we ended up going to a scene in River Edge called Time Warp Comics and Games, which is now called Tier 1 Games. And we just played the Iron Man Challenge, where since they had no product, we just ended up putting in I think $2 or a double rare or triple rare card. Mostly it was from the extra booster with Spectral Duke and Dudley Emperor. And we formed teams of 3v3, and we played best of 3. So we were there for a while, but we just grinded out those games, and whoever was the winning team gets the money or prize pool and splits it among their teammates. So from there, we were running to find an actual scene that plays Cardfight Vanguard that has product in store. And Josh was the one that found out about Game On in Clifton, New Jersey. And once we went over there, we realized, wow, this is a really big scene. You have plenty of people that enter tournaments. People coming up from South Jersey, Central Jersey, even people from Pennsylvania, New York on occasion. So that scene was the central hub, and we just came in at the right time, and that's how we ended up meeting Henry and Axel and that whole wave of people about the Cardfight Vanguard competitive scene. And it was pretty interesting seeing how the origin went in. And of course, the origin can also stop until we talk about the very first Bushiroad Championship Series, where I entered with Angel Feather. And
of course,
yeah. and I know what decks did you guys enter with at the first BCS?
Oh, I was super try hard. I went in with Pelennor Gold Paladins.
Pelennor Gold Paladins?
I think it was must have been the day of the set came out of BT07.
Yeah.
I remember going through Chinatown, getting all the staples I needed for Pelennor.
Yeah.
For me, it was Alfred Galahad Beatdown. So basically, I did a ride chain with Galahad until grade 3, where I rode Alfred. So I would go plus every single time. By the way, I went X1 and still didn't top.
Yeah,
this is back when those Bushiroad standings were
terrible.
It was an awkward time. It was their first tournament year, and of course they would be bound to make mistakes. And we felt bad because Henry was the only one that that had that solid chance going X1 and making it to top 8.
Fun fact: my former teammate Ryan went undefeated that tournament, but he got DQ'd because that's back when they were super strict about the sleeves.
Oh no! Oh
yep.
God!
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
And he went in with Spike Brothers, my guy.
Oh, Spikes!
Spikes. OG with Spikes. Yeah.
Dudley Emperor. Oh man, what else can we say about the Emperor?
Was it Dudley Emperor? It was Dudley Emperor. Yeah, because
Dudley Emperor was the guy. And so I guess after that, we realized we wanted to kind of make video content and proceed further from that. And I know that some of the first videos that I recorded with Mike and Henry was at Garden State Plaza, and there was no tripod, I just recorded on my Droid phone. and it was an awkward angle, and we were playing at a random table in the food court of Garden State Plaza. It's still on the channel.
I mean, you say that like we still don't record with phones. To this day, we still record with phones.
It's that the phones, they just ended up evolving over time, where they became more advanced than actual digital cameras. But
of course,
those were like our humble beginnings. And then as we formed up into Team Gradelock, that was after one of the regional qualifiers. So instead of having the BCS, we went to a shop qualifier, and the shop qualifier had then another shop region qualifier, and that will get you into the Worlds. And that's when Mike, Henry, Josh, CK, and myself, the first four, they all qualified. I just showed up there for support, and it was, I think, at Mage Gaming in New York. And how it happened, how it went from Team Iron Man to Team Gradelock was they either faced against each other or they got Gradelocked. And that was it. It was a very forgetful event, but we all went to Dave & Buster's and had a good time. And it was on that day that we reformed as Team Gradelock. So we changed the channel name from Team Iron Man to Team Gradelock. And I guess from there we enter into this new era as the reformed Team Gradelock. And I'm going to let Henry bring it up there for the mid-game years of see like how Game On has evolved over time and such.
Yeah, so Game On was our local. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the truth. The store owner was a douchebag. We all hated him. He wouldn't let us bring in our food or our gallons of water. Who does that? Anyways, later on, as Game On progressed, there was this new store owner. We remember him from the Yu-Gi-Oh days, so he understands a whole TCG player's life, all that stuff. Game On has become our second home. We've been going there every Saturday, sometimes Wednesdays or Tuesdays or Thursdays. I'm not too sure anymore. But so far, Game On, now it's Final Turn Gaming, which is owned by one of our teammates. More than happy for him. I hope the store goes out well. And no matter what, we're always going to support his store. As for road trips, we did a lot. My favorite road trip, no matter what, is always going to Canada, because Canada is awesome. Canadian water. I love it so much.
You're addicted to it. It's what you are.
So much. But yes, we've done a lot of road trips. Went to Canada, Ohio, Atlanta.
Oh God, Ohio.
One day, hopefully, we'll go to Texas, which I highly doubt it.
I've already been.
Oh man, road trip to Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a trek.
We've done a lot of ARG events, but recently we stopped. But I mean, I won, I think, 3-4 ARG events.
Yeah. There are a couple of members that went in. Yeah.
Yep, and funny enough, that's where we met Mao John, Modesto, Sam, and Daniel Kanowski. So at the ARG events, that was us during our prime, because during that time we were all super competitive. And from there, we started seeing Mama John and all of them almost every single event that we went to. So from there, that's how we became more friends, and then eventually we just combined teams, which of course I'm happy for, because I love John, love mods. Maybe not so much Daniel, maybe not so much Sam, but still. But I'm grateful for everything that we went through. Through all the events, all the road trips that we've gone on to. Lately, we haven't been going that many trips because money, school, all that stuff. Hopefully, we go on more trips later on in the future, and hopefully, we can take you guys with us.
Yes, indeed. And road trips are always going to be fun. Those are probably some of the best travel experiences I had, just because of the exploring and the, I guess, somewhat grim tradition. Each time we go on a road trip, there always has to be some horrific car accident that takes place.
I was gonna say, I think my overall travel experience with you guys have been either really, really great or really, really terrible.
Yeah.
Because when I say really, really great, our trips to Canada, I've enjoyed every single one of our trips to Canada.
Except the last one.
No, I enjoyed that one. You just got car sick. That's what happened. I've enjoyed them all greatly. Though, that in polarizing context to something like our Ohio trip, where we not only had to wait for that new set case to get released, but we had to crack it immediately, and we had troubles with the rental car. We didn't end up leaving till 2 in the afternoon.
Yep, and we did
a 10-hour plus road trip, and we didn't end up getting there till 3 a.m. And then that motel, my guy, was
poor planning.
Oh my God.
Poor planning.
So, we've had our great times, we've had our bad times.
Yeah, that's that's always going to be the thing with road trips. I know that.
Yeah.
I think this planet. I had to apologize so many times to the hotel. Like, I'm so sorry. We're about an hour out. I know it's 1 a.m., but we'll definitely check in and just get ourselves situated. But at least now that, like, especially for whatever road trips that can happen, at least from the new information that we have from Bushi, we're gonna see how this works out.
Yeah, actually,
I do.
I think at the time of this recording, all the BCSs are canceled for the year.
Yep.
Yep.
All of them are done. All of them are gone.
Yeah. So
I mean, but you know what? In hindsight, fully respected, fully understood. You know?
yeah,
Of course.
totally understandable.
100% support Bushiroad on this decision.
And then as we get into from the Gradelock ARAG days to the new modern recent times, we're gonna take it off with Mama John.
Yeah, that's me. Okay, so before I begin, obviously there are more than just the three of us that you guys see here when it comes to the Gradelock Fan Bam Extraordinaire, right? So as you guys said previously, there is me, there's Modesto, there is Sam, there's Dan, there's Baldwin, there's Dwayne, there's Alex, there's Dave, there's John, there's other John, there's
a lot of Johns.
yeah, there are a lot of Johns.
A lot of Johns.
No, like you said, Paul. There's Ryan. You know, there's so many that I just want to say that if you think it's just the three of us, there is a lot more behind the Gradelock family, which I wholeheartedly appreciate. Okay, so yeah, after that, we joined up with the Gradelock Fan Bam Extraordinaire circa, I want to say, ARG Nats. Oh God, I can't remember the exact one. I think it was when Alphonsus and John Top.
That was probably 2016.
Yeah, so that's probably when we decided to, you know what, we go to the same events. We see each other all the time. Heck, we even get in each other's cars to go to these events.
Yeah.
It just only seems natural to team up. So why not? Before that, context. So my group was a group called Team ONS. That was our original team name. But, you know, afterwards we were like, yeah, Gradelock. Sounds good. So I believe it was during 2016, or maybe it was 2017. I asked Henry one night after locals at Game On, you know, do you guys want help with the channel? I'm more than happy to help. You know, I have some sort of knowledge around Photoshop and how to use movie editor software. So if you guys ever need help, just let me know. And he was like, yeah, go ahead and, you know, join, and it's fine. And yeah, I've been on the team ever since, helping out with mostly the thumbnails that you guys see. Every single thumbnail that you guys see on the channel, I would say like 95% of them are through me. And, you know, of course, that every so often one video a year I do or something like that. But I mean, with the release of with Zero, definitely putting out more content on that end. Less so in a gameplay perspective and more so in an analytical perspective, which I hope you guys enjoy. It seems you guys are enjoying it, which is great. What else? Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, no, that's it. That's it. That's all I've got.
Yeah. Or at least you can talk about the time you guys won the reigning double champions back.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay. Well, yeah. There was that. So after the team up, right? There was the good old 2019 Bushiroad Spring Fest.
Yes.
Where Dan and myself teamed up with Henry, completely not caring, because we at this point in the game we're less try hard and trying to have fun with the game.
Exactly.
We're just like,
no intentions of winning, by the way. No intentions.
Yeah, I was like, Henry, what do you want to go in with? Great Nature. Okay, cool. Dan, what do you want to go in with? Neo Nectar. Okay, cool. I've got Bermudas. All right, cool. Let's see what happens. We win round 1, 2, 3, 4. I think at 5, it's like there was this one scenario where Henry was going against Bermuda Triangle, and
it was my first time.
Yeah, it was his first time, but it was a very grindy back and forth game, and it got to the point where he attacked with his binoculus tiger, and he flipped the normal unit to retire the unit, or maybe it was the trigger unit. It's one of the two.
Trigger.
Yeah, but Dan and I were just both sitting right next to him. We can't say anything because, of course, it's Team League. You can't speak to your teammate. We're just holding each other. We're just like both monologuing on the inside. Retire Caro, retire Caro, retire Caro, retire Caro. And then like a whole 5 seconds later, Dare the Caro. And then at that point, we just lost it. And we were like, okay, I think we got this. I think we're good. And then, yeah, we ended up going undefeated the entire day, which was great. And ended up taking first at Standard Team League, which was amazing. Like, I honestly didn't think something like that
would ever happen.
Yeah. I mean, I wholeheartedly top 8. Honestly, like the sheer level of our team, play style, tryhards or not, I have wholehearted confidence that at least one of us would get top 8 easy. But yeah, then we ended up taking first, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. And then of course with the whole Springfest of 2020 being canceled, that means we are undefeated for another year.
Undefeated team.
Carry going. Yeah. All right. So I guess with capping off, the progress, but winning Springfest is just amazing just to hear the TO just call out the name and seeing after 7 years of trying, and then became more of like, let's have some fun with it, and then the fun with it got the
1 year we don't try and we win.
And we actually won.
Yeah, it's just being smart. It's more relaxed. So I guess with capping off, just the history is not over yet. Gradelock is still going to keep on making videos. And speaking of videos, we can talk a bit about more of our content. So as John just bookended the end of the Gradelock history, he will get a head start on the content that he creates for the channel. So John, take it away.
So thank you, Al. So yeah, as I said previously, with the release of Vanguard 0 for the global version, I personally have taken an interest to it. I think at the current moment, it's a pretty fun game. There's definitely a lot of good things. There's a lot of bad things. But I have confidence for the game. Hence, I would like to make content about, the game itself. But I mean, when it comes to me, right, I just don't want to be another channel where it's like, here's the 20th Shadow Paladin deck profile that you're going to find on YouTube about Zero, or here's like the 10th video you're going to see of someone cracking open 100 plus packs on the new set. Will he get the triple rares he needs? Oh, he doesn't? Oh, wow, that sucks. I mean, if you like content like that, that's great. You can probably find that on another channel. YouTube has a whole bunch of stuff like that, but I personally want to do stuff that is a little different that I like, and hopefully you guys like it. And I mean, based on the last video, it seems like it did well, so
yeah.
5,000.
Thank you guys in advance. Yeah, I'm probably going to say it in my the next video I put out, but I wholeheartedly thank you guys for your support on that end. I know some of my math is definitely sketchy and it needs some work, and I would very much like to review it. So I thank you guys for checking my math on that.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, that's it. I know I'd like to put out different types of content, which, I mean, in hindsight, I think that's one of the things I love about this channel, right, is that we all want to bring out unique content in the perspective of Vanguard. It doesn't have to be just about the game. It doesn't have to be just about, what's meta, what's tier 1, or, box openings. It can be stuff that's different, vlogging about an experience. Rather than just doing a box opening, right? A case opening, and then analyzing the prices in that, looking at the market, what's going up, what's going down. I think what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, I respect and I greatly appreciate the variety that we have, and I just love the fact that we can just bounce off one another and we can just exchange ideas.
Yeah,
and that's what makes a team.
That's what makes a team. That's why it's Team Gradelock. I guess I'll go next. It's crazy because now I'm looking at Zoom and it's saying remaining meeting time 8 minutes and 45 seconds, and I'm like,
oh no, what do we do? What do we do?
I guess I'll try and keep my short a bit. So let's go into what I'm going to talk about.
Do we stop the Zoom call and then try again?
What do you guys think? I feel so bad because like it's just.
I feel like 2 minutes each, and we can do this.
All right. Okay, so let's do the vlogs and channel development. I always like the lifestyle type of video because it's nice to see that the viewers along for the ride wherever we travel. I picked it up from people that cosplay, people that compete in esports, people that like to just adventure out into the world, and that is why I wanted to bring in for the perspective of a trading card game player, in particular one that participates in competitive events. And so that's why I picked up the vlog idea. You see some of my my older vlog videos from the phones that I had before, from like the Droid to the Samsung S3 and S5 F6 Edge or something like that, and I liked it and I want to do more with it. As for the channel development, I really do like the fact that we can have our different assets that we can hand to Team Gradelock, and for me it would be more like the social, knowing how to record a vlog, knowing how to interact with other folks to promote out the channel, to keep it going, especially when we had business cards. That was actually pretty cool. So
you're a go-to guy when it comes to socials in general.
So socializing, that would be the value I can offer, and especially with just having the ideas and kickstarting them. So that is it for me. I'm going to take it over now to Henry to wrap up that content for market watches and vending.
All right, so start off with vending, because vending started the whole market watch. So me, I've been buying and selling cards probably since my Yu-Gi-Oh days, but I was terrible at buying and selling cards. Then with Vanguard, started playing it, started buying and selling as well, but I was also still terrible until I started to realize how to actually make a profit and what is breaking even. And thanks to my Lord and Savior, Rudy from Alpha Investments, I learned a lot from his channel. I learned everything about making profits, and now me selling and buying Cardfight Vanguard is a second job of mine where I'm actually making an affordable living, especially right now throughout this whole craziness, which I can't say. No, truly blessed that there's a secondary market on Cardfight Vanguard. And with that, since I've been doing it so well and I know the prices, I've been doing market watch videos. And believe me, my first few market watch videos, they were terrible. I had like a little microphone that I would yell into, hoping that you guys can hear me. Like, that's how bad the first market watches was. Now I have a professional microphone. Well, not too professional. I have a decent webcam. Now I know what to say. Now I'm messing around with different intros, all that stuff. The market watches, I'm mainly doing them for fun, and so far you guys are enjoying them. Back then, I would have maybe 50 views. Lately, I've been getting 100 views. Now I get 300 to 500 views. So I'm definitely doing something right. And I do apologize if you hear my dog. But yeah, so far the Vanguard has a secondary market out there. It has a market watch out there. So definitely come and check them out.
All right. And so with that in mind, now you know the type of content and what we each bring to the table, as well as all the other members of Team Gradelock Fan Band, always offering ideas, critique, and ways to help guide and push us forward to make sure that, hey, we have a channel, we love to do it, and we want to make more content, not only for you guys, but to kind of as a passion thing for us. So it's always good to have support both behind the scenes and also in the crowd of social media. But now we're just going to go quickly into the future content. So Henry, at least for your future content, what will that be?
More market watches every Thursday and Friday. Potentially, maybe if I'm more free, I can do a third market watch, and then on the third market watch, it'll be a specific clan, like Deep Police or Great Natures. As for case splits, I know I've been slacking on case splits lately, but like I said, now with my new income, with vending online, I should be good on doing more case splits in the future, and hopefully I can have my sister help me do the case splits, because honestly, opening a case by yourself for a good hour, it's a lot of work. Just ripping up packs and all that stuff, it's so much work. But there's definitely going to be more case splits, more market watch videos, and hopefully I can do a third market watch video per week for you guys. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to Mama John with Vanguard Zero.
Yep. So as far as future content I have down the works, like I said, anything that I guess I find interesting when it comes to Vanguard Zero, I'd like to try and break it down in a more analytical perspective if I can. We'll see. I mean, I'm working on another video, and then I definitely have I already have another follow-up video that I want to do. So, but if you guys have any suggestions, any feedback, let me know. Obviously, I'm more than happy to adapt it. If it's something I like and it's something you guys like, then, why not? Makes sense.
Indeed. And I guess with my future content, I know that since the BCSs are canceled for the rest of 2020, vlogging road trips are not going to be a thing. I know that, especially with
this is me vlogging in my house.
Yeah, vlogging in my house, or just vlogging how I'm doing with with this pandemic or whatever current world climate that we're in. But I do want to do opening videos. Hopefully, later down the line, I can just open like random boxes or
Hopefully.
maybe talk about just pretty much anything. I feel like I can socialize with any type of card. I can also encourage, I guess, my group, my team Gradelock fan band, to also venture out into the networking events. I got John Squared, as we'll now call him, I guess. Entered into the Clash of Kings tournament that Cardfight Vision is hosting for Cardfight Vanguard 0. So getting him onto the server, and then you network with people from like different fight to Vanguard Insider to even like Maxim from Song Vanguard. Like it's cool to kind of take the efforts when then joining Vision, writing articles for them, and then bringing it back so the Team Gradelock fan band can like then move forth and like network with all these people too. So it's always good to build a network. So I guess that's what my future content would be, and I will be more than happy to accept any ideas. Like, hey, what should I vlog in terms of card games for Vanguard? Just let me know, because I also want
anything
to
about your waifus.
Oh god, if I do like a waifu tier list, I will probably do that. I'll probably do that. Why not? Okay, so I guess that's our future content for now. I know, sorry with the Zoom meeting, less than 2 minutes, but thank you so much, guys, for supporting our channel over the years. It really is appreciated seeing that subscriber count continue to go up, as well as people that comments and likes and shares our videos out, because it's always good to see that support in action and people commenting on it. Like, we always appreciate your feedback. We're always trying to do better. And I guess any last words before we peace out?
Of course. Again, I'm never gonna have enough time to tell you guys thank you, because you guys stuck with us throughout all these years, and we're getting more new viewers every day. And of course, I gotta say thank you to them. But we are 100% truly blessed that you guys are with us throughout this journey, and our journey is not going to end, because Team Gradelock is forever.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. Just, I guess, at the end of the day, a wholeheartedly thank you to each and every one of you. Just know that we greatly appreciate your support.
All right, guys.
And if you haven't, like, comment, subscribe.
Yep. All right, guys. That is it from Daddy Rico, Mama John, the AlphonZeus signing out. Take care, guys.
Peace, guys. Woo! Woo!
Woo!